mentors in the community, so
I
to
do.
speak?
Julie Higgins over at iPour Life has been an incredible, I call her my life mentor. So she doesn't just mentor my professional side, she mentors my personal side. And she has no problems getting all up in my face and saying, hey, you got to take care of some things. And she has been a huge proponent of me learning self-care. So I've just been like the girl who would work for forever. And so she's been teaching me, how do you make yourself the best version so you can help others become their best version. So she's been great. Rachel Moore over at Crosslines has been teaching me the world of case management and how to really help families take steps forward and move along in that way. And then Russ Goslin over at Convoy has been a huge help to me as well. It's been so many people who have said, hey, like, let me teach you anything I can. And that's been incredible part of this journey of learning, is having some of these people who've been in it for forever saying, hey, like, here's what you need to know, here's how you learn it.
Is that unexpected? Because I know you had sort of been in the private sector for a minute.
Yeah.
Was it a complete change?
No, I think for me, sometimes I look at the world with these rosy colored glasses of like, let's all get along and take care of each other. And so that was always my desire, is like, please someone teach me what to do. Someone help me here. And to have the people, and really what surprised me is, mentors don't come to you. You have to go to a mentor. And so what surprised me in myself was how long it took me to ask for help. Like, I wanted it and I believed in it, but it took me way too long to go to Julie and say, will you please mentor me through this next season and help me? And I think so many people wait for that, especially, I wish more people in the nonprofit world would go to business leaders and say, hey, will you mentor me in this part? Because there's an aspect of nonprofit where it's like, we know the people side, we don't always know the business side. So being able to go to those and say, hey, teach me, let me learn, and being continual learners in our field would really help us. But we're all slow at it. I was, at least.
So some folks should maybe make that their New Year's resolution for 2017.
Yeah, find a mentor. I think it takes you to another level, because other people seeing you what you can't see in yourself. And I mean, that's the Dream Center. We're looking at people and we're saying, hey, I see a future for you that you don't see for yourself yet. And then I'm going to walk you through it alongside you. So the moments you forget, I'm there reminding you. And that's what a mentor does. I mean, Julie will literally text me out of the blue reminding me of like, here's what you can do. Here's who you are. And she seems to have like great timing. So she always sends me that on the days when I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing or why I'm doing this. And then, so you need that person. It keeps you focused on your why.
That's fantastic. All right, so the landscape of poverty in Springfield will be changing in 2017. For what reason? Give me more.
Oh man, this is where you want that gold.
Yeah, give me some gold.
Okay, so the landscape of poverty changes in 2017 for what reason? Because people decide that their neighbor's worth it. Like, their neighbor's not just that section of town that's away from them, but it's their section of town, it's their city. When we start to take ownership of it, I've always said that when poverty has a name and a face, it will change you and it will change them. So when Zone 1 isn't just this zone that you know statistics about, but you learn of Amber, the single mom who lives within the neighborhood, or you learn of the people who are here, that changes you as a person. And then as someone who can give of time and resources, you then in turn change someone else's life. And so landscape of poverty changes when it has a name and a face. For all those who read like the Business Journal, those are movers and shakers. They're the ones who change the landscape, not by just dumping money in. Yeah, it's resources, but it's along with those resources, it's that resource goes to a people who matter and have a story, and believing that their change can happen for them.
So what is your prediction about poverty in 2017?
I want to be optimistic because I know the programs that are happening, and to say that the programs happening can truly move families out of poverty. Northwest Project, Care to Learn, Dream Center, all of these things. We can move families out of poverty. But the reality is, if we don't create more jobs that are at $12 an hour or more, that are made available to people, then we perpetuate the cycle of poverty because they have all the skills they need and not the opportunity. Education without opportunity cannot bring someone out of poverty. They need both. So they need the education, and then Springfield business leaders have to give them the opportunity to use it at a rate that brings them out of poverty.
All right. So I have to ask you, just from previous conversation, what was your goal? What did you want to be growing up?
I wanted to be Mother Teresa. And so I'm like now on this mission of being Missouri's Mother Teresa. And I just want people to have dignity no matter where they're at in life, and to believe that there's hope and that there's help. So I want to do that by working at places and being a person that provides help for today and hope for tomorrow.